What is up? This is MC coming to you from MC Trading. We're going to look at some Fibonacci plays today. What I took last week, we're going to look from, we took SPY on Wednesday. Was a great day on SPY Wednesday. Banked hard off these fib levels. Thursday, played plug perfectly on Thursday, banked again. Had two record-breaking days back-to-back on Wednesday, Thursday, and then gave just a little bit back on Friday. And I'm going to show you what I should have seen on these fib levels and why I should not have played the fib levels on Friday. This is kind of a introduction on fib play. So if you look here, this is Wednesday, right, on SPY. SPY popped a little bit open. Kind of give you background on my rules. I do not play the first 15, 20 minutes of open. Sometimes I wait 30 minutes. Sometimes I wait all morning and don't play if a play is not there. But typically don't play the first 15 to 20 minutes, especially on FOMC day. I had a feeling we were going to trend sideways for a while, so I just waited. I waited till we had the announcement on what the rate hikes were, and then was ready for the press conference to come after. So if you look here, SPY kind of popped a little at open, right? Had a slight uptrend. You look, we were carrying those the EMA clouds up. Kind of came down a little bit here, but then here we had this pop right here at the announcement, right? So we're going to draw our fib lines. So in this, we're in an uptrend, right? So we're going to start this bottom low at open, and then we're going to go to this pop here after the announcement was made, right? Walk you through this whole deal. So here you go. This is a pop. It comes back down. Fib levels are a mathematical sequence is pretty much what they are. And if you look here, I've got my golden zone. These are the golden zone here. These green lines, these are my targets. I have stops below in case I want to flip or whatever, but my hard stop is always going to be the 100, right? No matter what happens, we're going to do a hard stop on the 100. This one, like I said, we pop. What do? We come right back down. First candle, we come down to the 618. 618 is the strongest level on the Fibonacci sequence. You can do the 618, the 1618, the 2618, so on and so forth. 618 is the key on the fib sequence. So we come back, we test this 618. It's at 395, so I get in the 396 calls. I'm trying to play in the money, or as close to in the money as I can play, because I'm looking for that delta. I'm also playing 0 day to expiration, so I don't want to take any unnecessary risk and going like way far out of the money, playing like a 410 call and having to scalp out pretty quick. But here we are, we get back in, we load up on the 396 calls. Here's my target line, boom, take profits here, I scale out, come back down, don't do anything, hits VWAP, bounces back up. This is where I took profits before, but I'm still holding at this point. We come back down, we test that 396 level again. At this point, I think right here, look, we're consolidating. He's fixing to start talking here in a minute. We're either fixing to rip or we're going to dip. So in my mind, I think it's a good spot here to add more calls. So at this point, I'm going a little more digging on this one, right? I'm looking, I'm saying, hey, we're going to get a pop. I don't know how much of a pop we're going to get. I mean, you're looking here at 395, 40, 46 area. Definitely can get a $5 pop, right? Which will put $400 calls in the money. So load up on $400 calls right here. I mean, when I say load up, I load the boat on them. Automatically come up, boom, first target hit. I start taking profit. Second target hit, start taking profit. This next candle, I'm taking profit. I'm scaled out mostly. The only thing I'm holding at this point are runners on both the 396 and the 400. I've made my day. Honestly, I'd made my week at this point. And then I hadn't even traded pretty much at all Monday and Tuesday, so was waiting for this day. But like I said, I've scaled out, so I'm in profit. At this point, these are free trades for me. They can go to 0 right now. I've made profit for the day, so I set a aggressive stop loss. Probably shouldn't have got as aggressive. I should have scaled back a little bit on that stop loss, that trailing stop. But I had a little tighter. I think I had like a 20 cent range on them. Didn't hit here. This next candle comes back. I'm feeling pretty confident here. And honestly, I probably should have scaled out all at this point, but I held. I still got my trailing stop loss, which if you know how a trailing stop loss works, it's moving up. So the more the stock moves up, the more your trailing stop moves up with it. So you're not having to sit there and change it and chase it and all that. Come back this very next candle, boom, hit my stop loss. Like I said, I'm out. I'm over 100% on these trades at this point. I'm happy. I have no regrets at all with how I played this. It ran more. Hey, good. You're never going to time the exact bottom or the exact top. We got lucky here and time the bottom, but it doesn't always work out that way, especially when you're doing fibs. We most definitely could have came back down to the 786 level, but we never did. We never closed this 618. So pop, profit, heck of a day. Patting myself on the back. I'm happy. I think this is when I come out and my watch list I post in the Bones Discord group was it felt like 30 charts. I know it wasn't quite that many, but I was feeling it, man. I was in the zone. I was charting everything I could think of. I wanted to look at everything. So this is how I played fibs on Wednesday. Perfect play. I couldn't ask for any better. Like I said, it was a record day. Now we're going to look to come back in. So there was news that afternoon, right? We heard news come out Wednesday afternoon that Schumer and Manchin had agreed on the climate bill, which is a big thing because Manchin's been fighting this climate bill. You know, he was the deciding vote that wouldn't let it go forward before. So with him coming in, this climate bill, it's got a lot to do with energy. It's got a lot to do with climate control. There's a lot of other stuff in there too, but you had to think that, especially charging stations, were going to get hit pretty hard. You can look at this plug. I had plug on the list. I had BL&K on the list. I had CHPT on the list. Honestly, I probably should have played CHPT too. I didn't. I let it go because I saw momentum on plug, and I'll show you what I saw coming into Thursday morning. Why I went with this play. So let me find Thursday. Here's Thursday. So if you look after hours, let's go back to Wednesday first. Here's where news came out that they agreed on the climate bill, right? Look, immediately get a spike up. This gray area here is one of my supply and demand zones. And if you look, it struggled with it, it stayed in it. When I come out the next morning, you look, you're steadily increasing. What happens? We break above that supply and demand zone, right? We have another supply and demand zone up here. We also have our daily fibs drawn. Look how our daily fibs pretty much line up with our supply and demand. Pretty close, right? So we can play it either. We can play the daily fibs on it. You can play the supply and demand zones on it. It's going to play it either way. Like I said a minute ago, I do not play the first 15 to 30 minutes of open, 15, 20 minutes. So we come in Thursday. Let's get the fib tool up here. This one I actually started it on the pre-market low right there. I felt this uptrend. I felt that was a good one. We take 15 minutes. Boom. There you go. Actually, no, I didn't. It was the next one I played off the... Let me fix this. I did play this one off the straight 15-minute order. All right, here you go. It's the 15-minute order. Just right off the bat, comes down, drops. There's that 518 level. I mean, the 618 level, right? Remember, we talked about it a minute ago. That 618 level, that's a strong, strong level. So we load up. At this point, we're at the 2055. We're taking 20 calls. I'm in the money. Like I said a minute ago, I'm playing in the money and I'm playing the delta. I think delta at this point was like 59. Roughly 59, which means if we get a dollar move, the stock's moving, my options are worth 59 more bucks each time. So went in pretty heavy. I felt confident right here. Came back down. I actually loaded a few more at this point. Like I said, was feeling really good. Came through, hit one of our target areas, scaled out here, came back down. At this point, you're looking, I still feel like we're consolidating here. These lower, longer wicks kind of make me have a few higher wicks, right? There's no doubt we're getting sold off once we hit that top. But these long lower wicks are keeping me engaged, thinking, hey, we got buyers stepping in, and especially if we get down this 21, then we should be in pretty good shape. So, and also, Legendary Drago, shout out to him and the Bones Discord group, tagged me in a message saying that, hey, they're loading up 22 calls. So at this point, break, come back. When we hit this 618 level, I load the boat on the 22 calls. I scale here, comes back down, I load the boat again. I am heavy on the 21. I'm on 20 and the 22 calls. I was in them, I think my average was 24-25 cents a piece, so cheap. Delta wasn't the best, but it wasn't horrible. So we get in here, it's riding this line, it's fib level, pops, scale. At this point, this is kind of like Wednesday now here. I've made my day, right? I made my week. Actually, at this point, as heavy as I went in on these 20 and 22 calls, at this point, I'm already up more than I was the day before, which the day before was record day, so that makes the next day another record day, right? So at this point, when we get above this 0 level, I go on and I set a trailing stop loss. And this one I set super aggressive because I have to leave for work, and I can't watch it. If I could watch it, I probably would have waited a little while, or I would have made my trailing stop loss a little less aggressive. But I had to leave the house and I had to drive, so I couldn't watch it. So I went on and set it here. Automatically came right back here and hit my stop loss. Overall, great trade. Like I said, the only thing I would have done differently is I would have, if I could have watched it, I would have waited. In all honesty, I would have set a super tight trailing stop right here on this negative 236 level, like, because I mean at this point we're on borrowed time, right? We broke the 0, the 236. You look, it does continue to run, but that 382 level up there is a hard bear to break, so it just kind of dies out there the rest of the afternoon, rest of the night. So got out of my profit here, super happy, couldn't complain. Fib levels paid out perfect. We're going to remove these. Now I'm going to show you what I did on Friday and kind of why I probably should have done Friday. So if you remember Thursday, we just talked pre-market, right? We were trending up. Well, look what we're doing on Thursday into Friday. We're actually trending down, right? So I still had a bias headset that we were bullish on this. Couple things. This should have been my first indication not to do anything with it, but didn't listen. Comes back up, boom. We're going to take the 15-minute orb off open. Remember, we don't trade the first 15, 30 minutes, right? All right. Here's how the next day, the Friday, played out. Another red flag screaming at me right here. See this double top? Risk reward to puts on that double top was perfect. I jumped ahead. Like I said, I still had that bias mindset, that bullish mindset. So I'm like, hey, it's going to come down, hit these levels. It's going to bounce hard. It didn't. What it did, it came down, hit these first target areas. I don't buy here or here. What I do is I buy on this next green candle. Honestly, should have waited for this green candle to close. I jumped the gun. As soon as we get back green, we start trending back up. I jump in because I'm thinking we're fixing to run back up. I'm going to be able to at least scale here, possibly here for a rejection, and then back down. Doesn't do that. Comes right back down, then we continue this downtrend. Look at this long upper wick too. Honestly, should have stopped out right here. I ended up getting back out roughly the same spot it was here, but it would have saved me a whole day of headache if I would have went on and stopped out at this level. Anyway, we're trending down. Since I didn't stop out, the ideal situation here probably would have been to load up once we got back up here when it broke back up above the 786. Didn't feel comfortable at this point. At this point, I'm kind of just wanting to break even, get out of my money. So we pop, we come down, we pop. I wait. I think it was like this last candle right here, or no, this 55 candles when I finally sold out. So I ended up selling back out here. roughly where I got in at, it was a slight loss because, you know, theta was eating my contract, my premium out during the day, so it was a slight loss. I lost a couple $100. But remember, we had the great day on Wednesday and Thursday, so we didn't go as heavy here on Friday because this was all gravy, right? We made our week, we made our month even. We don't want to go aggressive and give it all back on one day. So we lost a couple $100 here. Not a horrible day. I mean, it wasn't great by any means. Lessons learned. This was definitely a lesson for me. Remember, fibs are great. I've made a lot of money. I've been studying fibs religiously for the last couple of years. So I play with fibs. I've done every kind of different fib level trying you can do. I've tested every which way. I find this works the best. I go in, I draw my daily trends, right? I use my daily fib levels. Daily fib levels are more of a supply and demand zone. You'll look, they kind of line up with our supply and demand zone. So I like to have that as a backup. I am working on drawing supply and demand zones now. Hopefully we can get better at that, but I'm still going to play fibs. Fibs are my first love. Fibs is what I like to do. I love to talk about fibs. If you hadn't noticed, I've been rambling for 17 minutes now about fibs and how I like to play them. This was 3 examples. 2 of them were really good. Boom. One of them we lost money on, but it's a perfect example of you can't just depend on fibs, right? You got to look, play your EMA clouds. If you go back to this play over here, when we're playing it, look, we never broke the 21, right? You got that VWAP. You get in that VWAP range with fib levels. What are we playing then? That's the Elko range, right? That's that Elko zone we're looking for, that we don't lose in that Elko zone. Boom, boom, hit, we made it. So the more you can have, the more knowledge you can have, the more opportunities you can have to make money. Like I said here, double top, shouldn't have played. Momentum down during pre-market, shouldn't have played. Not only did we, when we got in here, we broke the VWAP, we broke EMA clouds that turned on us, right? A lot of times you will see them turn right back, but still, this was not set up for a good risk-reward ratio. Below VWAP, below the 21, below the EMA clouds red. Just wasn't a great. There was too many signs saying not to play it, and I kind of got in my head and went heavy on it. I mean, went all in on it. Didn't go heavy. I didn't use much port, but this was a smaller play. Like I said, Fridays, I tend to keep Fridays a little lighter. I don't play Fridays as Lotto Fridays. All these options I play on Friday, I play at least a week out. The only Lottos I took was on SPY, and the risk reward I think was there to justify it. So hope this helps. If you like what you see, like my page, subscribe to my page, like the video. I plan on probably doing this once a week or so, once every other week, coming back in, just giving a recap of what worked, what didn't work during the week, using fib levels, and anything else I've learned. I've gone down a rabbit hole. I've been in Maple Stacks videos, oh my gosh, all weekend, and my mind's blown right now on just some of the stuff that I've learned from him just over the weekend. So I'm going to work on the rest of the day trying to get all that good stuff done. But like I said, hope you enjoy the video. Hope it helps you. If you have any questions, I am in the Bones Discord group. You can feel free to reach out to me there. You can reach out to me on YouTube. And once again, thank you everybody for watching this video. Hope it helps. This is MC with MC Trading. Talk to you later.